I just parked. It's a beautiful day in Tel Aviv. I'm at the Jaffa port, and I'm going to do something crazy. It's been 5 months since I've been in Israel. I haven't really gotten any traction on my resume, so I am just going to go to the TV station where I want to work and hand in my resume. I don't know if I would accept a resume that way, but whatever, it's worth a shot, right? There was a really nice tech guy who gave me a phone number to reach out to, so I did that, and now I'm like waiting for a response. So I sent a WhatsApp message to the international content manager whose number I had just gotten. Whoa, the sun is so bright right now. While I was waiting for him by Googling him so I knew what he looked like, he came down. He said hello. He asked for my resume and my reel. I sent it, and he said we'll be in touch. So that's progress, right? We'll see what happens. If you see this from I-24, hire me so I can stay in Israel. I was at the Jaffa port, so I looked around some of the shops. Really cute. It's also a fishing harbor, so they have some nice seafood restaurants there. Ooh, little calamari. Overlooking the sea at sunset, I got to thinking, no matter what happens work-wise, I'm so lucky I get to live here now, in this moment. Afterwards, I couldn't resist but returned to Hostages Square once again. It was a Tuesday night, and on Tuesday nights at Hostages Square, the families of those who are captive, and also those who were murdered, come and tell their loved ones' stories to all who want to gather and listen.
דברים שעושים לי טוב, לפתוח חלונות, לצאת לראות שמיים.
Even though there's a deal that's in the works and some hostages are slowly trickling out of captivity, it's still October 7th, 2023 for so many people in Israel. And this trauma and this massacre will remain in people's consciousness for a very long time. It's going to take a long time to recover. There's a special project here at Hostages Square, which I have to tell you about, and Alona Folkush is the one that is facilitating it right now. It's like a virtual reality experience based on the descriptions of the hostages who came back after 51, 52 days. So, Alona, can you explain what this is?
Yes, so this is an initiative by Shlomi Ziv's family. Shlomi was a security guard in the Nova Festival. He was kidnapped together with additional hostages. He came to the Nova Festival with two friends. One, his wife's cousin, Aviv, and the second is Jake Marlowe, Noleh Hadash, a newcomer to Israel, which he adopted. Both, unfortunately, were murdered, and he survived 8 months in captivity. When the first round of hostages came back, the family decided to create a VR experience in which you see yourself as if you are a hostage in Gaza, in a room with additional hostages and a terrorist guarding you. The idea is to experience the urgency of bringing them back as soon as possible.
So this is not a real video, obviously, but it's based on the descriptions of the hostages. So
Right.
Is it exactly like what they describe?
Right, it is exactly what they describe. It's generic figures, but it is based on testimonies of hostages who came back. So in actual fact, whatever you see, this is something that was experienced by someone of the hostages who came back.
I'm about to watch the virtual reality of the descriptions. It says somewhere in Gaza.
It's just under 5 minutes, and you can take it off at any point that you feel the need to.
Whoa. It's like a dirty, dirty room, and you can hear torture from, seems like the other room. There's crates and blood on the pillows. You can hear a dog from another room. It looks like there's daylight outside. Hostages are held underground in hospitals and homes of civilians. They're dressed up as Arabs so they would be harder to detect. Wow, that was really powerful.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't super graphic. I'm sure they could have made it a lot worse, but I don't think they wanted to traumatize the watchers. But wow, and that was only 5 minutes of fake captivity. So behind me is the Tuesday evening program here at Hostages Square, and it's been a really emotional evening. If you do make it to Israel during this time period, this is definitely something that makes you feel like you're together. This particular speaker is talking about the unity that she feels in Israel, the unity that she feels especially here, and the pain as well. It's like a shared pain and a shared strength. The next couple of weeks are going to be very difficult as we wait to see what hostages are released. But we don't know the condition that any of the hostages are in, and we won't know who's being released until the day before. So every week, it's like a renewed psychological trauma. All right. It has been a very emotional evening. I'm going to leave it here, and I'll see you later. Bye.